Hi, I'm Chef AJ, and welcome to the grocery store. I know some of you have probably never been in a grocery store, but it's really a great place to get familiar with, especially if you want to start eating and making healthy food. One of the best things you can do is plan ahead. So try and figure out what meals you want to eat for the entire week and create a shopping list of the ingredients you're going to need to buy. I'll show you some great tricks and tips to help make this process even easier. So let's start our tour. So welcome to the produce aisle. This is where you want to spend most of your time, and the produce aisle is located at the perimeter of the store. Remember how your mother always told you to eat your fruits and vegetables? Well, she was right, because fruits and vegetables have vitamins, minerals, phytochemicals, antioxidants, micronutrients, things that not only prevent disease, but actually can help reverse it once it occurs. You want to remember to eat the rainbow every day, and fruits and vegetables come in just about every color of the rainbow. And now you can buy almost every fruit and vegetable already washed, peeled, and cut up. So it'll save you a lot of time. True, it might be a little bit more expensive, but if time is an issue, there's no excuse not to eat healthy anymore. One of the things I like to do to help the environment is I bring my own bags from home and I reuse them instead of taking a bag every time. I love beets, and once you try beets raw, fresh, shredded in your salad, you'll probably never go back to eating canned beets again. But I want to tell you something. A lot of times when you go to the cash register, the cashier will say, "Would you like me to throw the tops away?" Never throw the tops away. These are delicious. You can chop them up in your salad, you can stir fry them, put them in soups, stews, even smoothies. So always eat all of your vegetables. Dark green leafy vegetables are one of the most nutritious foods you can eat. And look at all the varieties they have. Not just Swiss chard, but red chard, rainbow chard. Kale not only comes in green, but black and purple. So try different varieties. And remember to pick what's in season, because that's generally less expensive. Sprouts are a wonderful addition to a salad. I happen to like broccoli sprouts. You can make these at home and sprout them yourself. Some people would even say these are superfoods. Mushrooms come in so many varieties. Choose organic whenever possible. Baby Bellas are my favorite. Now be careful when choosing a salad dressing, because the last thing you want to do is create a delicious, nutritious salad with all your vegetables and then pour on 400 or 600 or 800 calories even of oil. But now you can buy oil-free dressings. These are two of my favorites. But if you can't find an oil-free dressing, you can make one, or even just use fresh lemon juice, lime juice, or even orange juice. If you got a little bit of avocado on it, it's delicious. Kale is one of my favorite vegetables, and now you can buy it already washed, chopped, and ready to go. Same thing for onions and garlic. Make sure you eat some fresh herbs. You got to think that there's so many other flavors out there than just salt to season your food. Fresh herbs make this way of eating delicious, and you know, even people that live in an apartment can grow an herb garden on their windowsill. And there's many more kinds of lettuce than just iceberg, and many of them come already washed and ready to go. So stay in the produce aisle as long as you can. Did you know that Americans eat over 90% of their calories from animal products and processed food, and less than 10% of their calories from fruits and vegetables? And the vegetable that most Americans eat is the potato, which is a whole natural food, and it's perfectly healthy. Potato gets a bad rap because of the company it keeps. How do most Americans eat their potatoes? As French fries or potato chips, which are fried in sugar, oil, and salt, baked potatoes stuffed with sour cream and butter, or potato skins with cheddar cheese and bacon. But there are ways to eat potatoes that are perfectly healthy, such as steaming, boiling, baking, or even microwaving, and then topping with a delicious low-fat topping such as salsa, hummus, or even guacamole. You know, I even like barbecue sauce on my potatoes. You can make a whole meal centered around potatoes. They're so inexpensive. I like to bake a potato and stuff it with corn and beans and a little salsa. It's a meal unto itself. And if you don't like white potatoes for any reason, how about yams or sweet potatoes? You know, you have to eat as many fruits and vegetables as you possibly can, especially vegetables, and especially the dark green leafy vegetables. But you also need to eat the starchy vegetables so you'll feel full and satisfied. Potatoes are really satiating, and so are things like peas and corn and carrots and squash. Squash comes in so many varieties. This is a kabocha squash. It's my favorite. And don't forget to buy onions and garlic. Great for seasoning, and if you don't want to cut them up, you can buy them already peeled and chopped. You know, I've often heard people say that they would eat healthy if only it weren't so expensive. Well, eating healthy is only expensive if you buy processed food. But if you shop in the bulk section, where they literally have thousands of varieties of whole grains and beans and lentils, it's so inexpensive, it's practically free. I like to bring my containers from home. Again, the environment's very important to me. Split peas are my favorite. And they're only 99 cents for a whole pound. I can make a delicious split pea soup from this and feed my entire family for just pennies a serving. You know, everything that's available in the bulk section is also available bagged. It'll be a little more expensive that way, but you will have the cooking directions. When you buy beans, you do have to soak them. So if you don't have time, feel free to buy them in cans. I like to get the beans that have no salt added. But if you can't find it, just buy regular beans in a can and drain and rinse them really well. You know, another item that's great to keep on your shelf is some low-sodium vegetable broth. This is not only great for making soups or stews, but you can even sauté your vegetables in broth instead of using oil. Don't forget to stop by the freezer section of your store and make sure to stock up on plenty of frozen fruits and vegetables. They're very affordable, and they often come in family-sized bags, which makes them even more affordable. You know, studies have shown that frozen fruits and vegetables are every bit as nutritious as fresh, because sometimes even the best organic produce sits on a truck for a week before it's delivered to your store, losing a lot of the vitamins and minerals. But frozen fruits and vegetables are picked at their peak of freshness, flash frozen, so they retain most of their vitamins and minerals. And they're great for using in soups and stews or just eating by themselves. Frozen fruits are great for desserts or putting in smoothies, so make sure you have plenty of frozen fruits and vegetables in your freezer so that you don't have to go to the store as often. You know what they say, the whiter your bread, the sooner you're dead. So instead of choosing breads that are made from white flour or even wheat flour, choose a whole grain bread with the grains intact. Sprouted breads are great. You know, ideally, we want to eat our foods as grown, foods without labels. So when choosing foods with labels, make sure you read the ingredient list and get the ones that have fewest ingredients possible, preferably without the addition of added sugar, oil, salt, or at least as little of these things as possible. Going to the grocery store doesn't need to be overwhelming. Focus on the produce section and the bulk section, choosing as many foods without labels as you possibly can. Learning to incorporate more fresh fruits and vegetables in your diet can be easy, delicious, and fun. And remember, eat your greens.